All right, yogis, let's start in a nice meditative position. You could choose either child pose if you want to just sit and meditate, or just take 1 to 2 minutes to set the foundation of our mind and body. I like to sit on my heels sometimes, stretch out my ankles. Maybe palms could be face down on the thighs for a nice grounding mudra. The shoulders roll back and down, the chest lifts, the crown lifts straight up, and then you relax a little bit too. Close your eyes, you focus inward. Start to connect to your body more than normal. Start to connect to your breath here. You're attempting to shift into a mind state that's different than your normal aware state. Maybe set your intentions. Remember your goals, your mantra, your prayer. Nice big inhale. And exhale. Let's get to tabletop yogis and let's just take about 1 minute here. This is basic area. Cat cowing, wrist stretching, hip, core circling are all good movements here. Or even going to child pose and cobra. Which part of these options or movement in this space can kind of wake your body up here? I'm still demoing different options. I'm knocking my hips kind of side to side, or even circling my hip or ankle. So just take a moment, right? Try to keep your eyes closed, especially when we're doing things you're familiar with, to stay connected to the body. Remember, you're really just trying to give your body attention, to understand it better, to listen to it, to feel it. But then also, the intelligent mind is applying methods to build it and heal it and release it. And it all starts with your connection of the aware mind to the body. Okay, I'm going to keep you going here, guys. No rush if you're enjoying your tabletop space. The down dog would be next, right? Continuing to move here, probably. Some things could be pedaling your feet out, shifting forward to planking back. Maybe you want to lift a leg for a moment. So let's say first down dog space. Again, this intuitive, personalized approach. You're warming up. You're not necessarily challenging strength or flex. But even warm-ups can be different day to day, right? Some days my warm-ups are actually quite aggressive and short. Some days they're soft and sometimes my warm-ups are 20 to 30 minutes long, right? Gotta honor the body. All right, you're in the down dog. Take a couple breaths here in that first big inversion. Try to notice, try to feel the effects of the inversion, the energetics, the head space, the body. You can feel the blood flow increase into the eyes, into the brain. Okay, we are going to start our first vinyasa now, and we'll go really slow the first time, a little bit faster each additional time. Okay, let's walk our feet to the front of our mat for the ragdoll. Take a moment here. So we'll pause in each new space just for a couple of breaths, and I'll keep kind of moving. Okay, so I am going to cue the spinal rolling. It's pretty early for this, so be easy. Pull your pelvic floor in and up and your belly up. Everything kind of hangs a little as I round the spine up. All right, I'm going to inhale right into it, yogis. I'm going to bind the hands for some nice grip strength. Squeeze the glutes, reach up, thighs engage, pelvic floor, belly in, and then a nice little side one. Think length, yogis. Strong legs and length. Inhale back to center and exhale. Over to the second side. Trying to lengthen through those arms. Squeeze those palms together.
Okay, take your time, come back to center, maybe widen your feet a little bit, turn your palms forward. I'm gonna baby back bend, I'm gonna pull the elbows down and back. I don't wanna arch my pelvis, hips forward, think cobra, where I pull the elbows down and back, I lift the chest, engage the thighs and glutes, the pelvic floor, okay? Arms go down by side, I'm keeping it moving, guys. Hands grip behind the lower back, intertwine the fingers, grip strength. Lift the chest, big inhale. If you're ready, nice forward fold now, arms up and over. If this is too much, hands on hips, hands on the floor, right? Adding on, you might want your blocks here, yogis. Hands on the blocks, kind of underneath the shoulders, knees bent, arms are kind of bent. Right leg straight, right arm high, inhale. So this is our half lift. I'm adding a twist. Notice it's my right leg that's more straight. Okay, big inhale. Right knee bends, right hand down. Half lift, inhale, left leg straight, left arm high. Big inhale. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, neutral, Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Plank pose. Step back, maybe pausing in your plank or adding a few push-ups this first round. Meet me back in plank, yogis. Into that side plank, inhale. Now you can just roll your heels to the right for easier variation, or left arm high. Getting into this a little bit earlier today, but we won't hold you there long. High plank, nice and slow, optional push-up. Side plank, maybe just your heels to the side or the right arm also to the sky. Remember, body's in different condition each day, honor it, don't force it because you could do it last week. High plank, shift forward, lower down, halfway or all the way to the chest. Inhale for our Cobra 1. Remember, Cobra 1 is more of an active back extension, not really using my arms. Cobra 2 is using the arms, but the hips are still down, the elbows are still bent. Active legs, pelvic floor. Up dog is the hovering, right? Down dog, take a breath, down dog, just to kind of process what we did. That was kind of a lot, so take a moment. And now we'll go through a tiny bit faster in more of a one breath, one movement, a flow. On your next inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Let's hop or step our feet to the front. Take the neutral, inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, round the spine slowly all the way up to standing. Reach the arms up above the head, bind the hands, palms, strong grip. You're gonna side bend on the exhale to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale back to center, palms are gonna face forward. The baby back bend, kind of like you're standing cobra. Like a pull-up, yogis, pull the bar to your chest. Lift the chest, reach your hands behind your lower back, opposite pinky bind, big inhale, roll the shoulders back. Bend the knees, nice forward fold with the arms going up and over. Okay, listen, hands gonna release to the floor of the blocks. Inhale, half lift, right leg straight, right arm high. Remember, there's multiple variations here. Right knee bends, right hand down. Inhale, left leg straight, turn from the core, left arm high. Left knee bends, left hand down. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Extra emphasis on this Ardha Uttanasana. Plank pose, optional push-up, lower halfway down, but this time back up. Both heels to the right, maybe left arm to the sky. Inhale, side plank. High plank or low plank push-up, side plank, second side. So again, emphasis on movement, not really holding the poses. Plank pose, lower halfway or to the chest. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Down dog, take a breath. All right, one level faster.
Big inhale, bend the knees, look forward, hop or step your feet forward. Ardha Uttanasana, inhale. Uttanasana, exhale. Curl the spine up to standing, inhale. Arms high, opposite pinky grip. Side bend to the right, exhale. Inhale back to center. Side bend to the left on your exhale. Urdhva Hastasana, reach the arms up, inhale. Baby standing back bend, exhale. Bind the hands, inhale, lift the chest, roll the shoulders back. Bend the knees, forward bend with the arms going up and over. Exhale. Ardha Uttanasana with the twist, inhale. Right leg straight, right arm high. Both knees bend, exhale, right hand down. Inhale, left leg straight, left arm high. Both knees bend, left hand down. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Last time through. Inhale, bend knees, look forward. Hop or step forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, practice moving the body. Curl slowly up. Inhale, hands above the head, bind, squeeze those palms. Exhale, bend to the right. Inhale, up to center. Exhale, stretch to the left. Inhale, center, back bend, pull the elbows down and back, hips slightly forward. Hands bind behind the sacrum, lift the heart, roll the shoulders back, inhale. Exhale, big forward bend. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana with the twist. Right leg straight, right arm high. Exhale, both knees bend, hands down. Inhale, left leg straight, left arm high. Exhale, a little smoother. Inhale, half lift. Low plank, exhale. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, back bend. Woo, exhale, down dog. All right, yogis, that is completed our first vinyasa. That is one style of vinyasa. Like, I don't teach that style as much, but it's fun and great. I'm gonna start to try to create our flows, go through it a few times. We will do another one now. We're gonna get a little bit more challenging today now. It's Big Saturday, all right? Let's walk our feet to the front of our mat. Take your time. Find your chair position. Let's keep going. We're setting up our second vinyasa. Okay? Chair posture. Okay? Remember, chair can be up high. I did squats last night, so my legs are really tight to bend here. Can't really sit deep after that. Okay? Big inhale. Watch what I do. Exhale. Right knee lifts. You guys know this one. Elbows not pulling down and back now. The elbows go to cactus field goal arms. If my right knee lifts, I'm going to turn to the right, pull my arms back. Okay? Inhale, chair. Sit a little bit lower, right? If you're feeling good, we're going to go deeper squat. Okay? Left knee lifts, turn left. Arms back in space, yogis, not as much down. Okay? Let's do that again. Inhale, chair. Or yogi squat. Exhale. Right knee lifts, turn right. Feel that core, feel those legs. Inhale, chair, squat. Exhale, turn left. Left knee lifts. Okay, inhale, chair. This time, everyone take it down to the butt. Challenge today. Either happy baby or plow pose. Oh boy, here we go. Yogis, a little bit more risk today. I don't teach this posture often. We're going to work it in. We got a small group of regulars. Okay, my head is on the floor. Remember, happy baby is this version. So you can exhale to happy baby or here, or if you want to do the whole flow, it's to plow. Okay? Watch what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna rock to my hips up to my boat pose. So I'm gonna say inhale, boat pose. I'm gonna say stick that boat. You guys are good at this one, but now entrance and hold. Up table, another posture we're doing regularly. Feet down, hands down behind you, lift the hips. More of an active back bend than the cobra probably, right? Okay, that's gonna be exhale. I'm gonna say exhale, up table. Butt down, here we go, low boat. That's the one where my lower back is down, my shoulders hover, my legs could go forward, I could go here. Okay, big inhale. I'm gonna say exhale, back to up table. This is vinyasa, yogis. Difficult, creative, exploratory movements, okay? Yogi squat, inhale, woo. Not too fancy, but got a lot going on still. Stand up, right knee lifts, twist to the right, exhale. Here we go, let's flow. Inhale, chair or full range squat. Exhale, left knee lifts, turn left. Inhale, chair or squat. Exhale is plow, yogis. Or shoulder stand, right? Inhale, stick the boat, high boat. Exhale, up table, hip thrust. Inhale is low boat, nice and slow, lower back down, shoulders hover. That's the inhale, right? Exhale is the thrust. Inhale, yogi squat. One breath, one movement. Exhale, right knee lifts, turn right. Inhale, chair squat. Exhale, left knee lifts, turn left. Pull the arms back. Inhale, chair, down to squat. Exhale, plow. Inhale, stick the high boat. Exhale to the hip thrust, up table. Inhale to the low boat. Exhale, back up to the thrust. Inhale, yogi squat a few more times. One breath, one movement. Exhale. Right knee lifts, stand, twist right. Inhale, chair squat. Exhale, left knee lifts, turn left. Inhale, chair to squat. Exhale, plow. Inhale, boat, high boat. Exhale, up table. Inhale, low boat. Exhale, up table. Inhale, yogi squat. Through chair, exhale, right knee lifts, stand, turn. Inhale, chair. Exhale, turn left, left knee lifts. Inhale, chair. Down to squat. Plow, exhale. Stick the boat, inhale. Up table, exhale. Low boat, inhale. Exhale, up table. Last time through, guys. Yogi squat, inhale. Exhale, elbows back, right knee lifts. Inhale, squat chair. Exhale, turn left. Inhale, squatter chair. All the way down. Plow pose, last round. Stick the bow pose. Exhale, thrust. Low boat, inhale. Exhale to the thrust. Listen, yogis, let's switch gears a little bit here. Drop to the butt, open your legs. So I'm feeling some nice heat, feeling the muscles working. I'll give you a stretch or two just to quickly give you a moment. Nice job with some 2 vinyasas there. Before we get going here, guys, in our next tier of class, let's just get a mindful moment here. That was a lot. You're trying to figure out what's happening. It's tough. Soothe the body for a moment, okay? Legs are gonna go nice and wide. Now, option to stay here, go right down the middle. Or sit up nice and tall, turn over your right leg. Your chest turns to the right. Start to hinge over the right leg. A little more, reaching your left hand to the outer shin. So it's not the side bend. It's the turning and forward bending. Left hand eventually toward the outer right ankle or foot. Lift the chest a little bit, lengthen through your heels, ground your left sit bone down, breathe. Kind of like an active rest, yogis, right? Back to center, nice and slow, right? Sit up, turn to the left. The chest is coming down over the left thigh and knee. Maybe the right hand kind of reaching. You can get that right hand to left ankle, so that nice stretch up through the right lat, back, side body. Nice and slow, right? We'll sit up tall, maybe taking it down the middle just for a breath or two. You know, just like our flows, yogis, the flows both had some twists in them. Second one was a little bit more of that kind of core focus. First one had the side plank and the standing side bend. Same idea, we have a little twisty action and a little forward bend. Let's take our back bend, a camel, yogis. So I'll meet you here, guys, in the tabletop. Please take your time. We'll do 2 rounds. Think of this as just slowing down for a moment, getting a nice stretch in, but still you're active in the body, all right? I'm gonna rise up on the knees here. So what I don't wanna see, guys, is this. We did a lot of standing back bends already. You should be pretty prepped for this. The fingers go face up on the glutes. Again, don't let the butt stick out. Tuck the tailbone, bring the hips a little more forward. Think about lifting the chest up. Maybe you can drop your head back a little bit, okay? One option could be even to throw one leg forward if you feel like you really want that lunge position this morning, which we're gonna do in a moment, but good to throw it in if you need. Basically the same pose, right? This helps really bring my hips more forward, doing the exact same position, but with one leg forward. I've now switched legs, just giving you a front body stretch after the forward bend, back body stretch. Okay, just slowing you down for a moment here. We'll pick it back up in just a moment. All right, yogis, so we're just gonna go through kind of one more flow, filling in a few holes of what we are, let's say, lacking, even though we could say we've done a lot, right? Hinges, squats, asymmetrical legs, and the straddle and the splits. We're doing really well as far as strategic training, but there's still a few more things we could work on here. So I'm gonna meet you in the down dog. If you need a quick wrist stretch, you throw that in there before we get going one more time in our second, big, strong tier of class, all right? I'm gonna meet you in the down dog. Take a few breaths. If you'd rather add an inversion right now, please feel free. Okay, I'm gonna start to flow you from here now. So a little bit different. I'm gonna think flow yogis, kind of pausing. So listen closely. Sometimes it's difficult to see in Zoom. You gotta listen. Here we go. Inhale, right leg goes high. Open up the hip. Option to stay here and stretch. Option to do a little core work, knee to elbow and plank, or flip the dog. See, Vinyasa is creative yoga, guys. I mentioned some options, and you're expressing yourself in the practice. My right foot's off my mat. I'm still using that back body. Inhale, right leg high. Let's keep going. Listen, a little different. Right shin forward, pigeon. We're not going forward in the pigeon. Inhale, lift the chest up. Walk the left foot and hands back. Press your right foot and shin down. So I'm in a pigeon upright, pressing the feet down, engaging the legs. Okay, big inhale here. Nice and slow. Lower down. It's like you're doing a chaturanga. The back toes tucked, the back knee lifts. It's like I'm in chaturanga, low plank, but my right shin is under me. Pigeon. Inhale, three-legged dog. Right leg backing up. Let's keep it going. Right foot steps forward. Inhale, high lunge. Rise it up. Okay, meet me in high lunge. Take a breath. Today's vinyasa. This is where I'm going to try to expose you to some different things on some days. Let's try a challenge today, yogi. Since we have all regulars, watch me here. I'm actually going to bend the back knee deep and straighten the front leg more. So usually we're straightening the back leg, bending the front knee. Watch those legs. Right knee's gonna bend deep, back heel's lifted, front leg straightens. So you can try that little shift. Front knee bend, back leg straight. Front leg straight, back knee bend. Yogis, remember, new movements are tantamount to learning something new. Your brain grows when you do new movements. I know it's not the easiest path, but we are some days trying to choose more difficult variations in yoga. Okay? Meet me in high lunge. Take a breath. Sorry, yogis. Computer wants me to update there. Okay. All right, big inhale. Hands in prayer, straighten both legs. Maybe step your back foot in. Balance. Arms go up or wide. Watch those front toes. Back heel lifts. Front toes lift. Remember this balance here, guys. We don't do it enough. Where my back toes are lifted, you're comfortable there, but the front toes are lifted. So you're in a heel balance in the front foot. It's an unstable upward position, totally normal. Okay. I keep it moving. We're doing, this is our last flow in standing. We're going to do a lot. Go through the other side. Lunge. Hands in prayer. You want more? Reverse prayer. Fists. Arms can intertwine. Or the full bind is where the palms meet and thumbs press together, elbows back and down. Bow the chest, lift the left leg up. Remember, you did all those Ardha Uttanasanas. This is that taken a little further. I am going to challenge you today. Jiva squatting. Bend both knees, left knee to right calf. Warrior 3. Jiva. Warrior. Last few. Remember, there's more advanced versions. Don't be shy now. You feeling good, don't be shy. That is kind of a beginner approach. Even beginner level yoga is broken down into many tiers, right? Say beginners level 1, there's 1.1, this is probably a higher level beginner, right? Listen, lunge, land your left foot at the back of the mat, inhale the arms high. Open up wide to your warrior 2. Take a couple breaths. Almost done with this flow. Stay focused, yogis. Find your warrior 2 now. There's this Kriya in yoga. The warrior 2, focus, ready for battle. The warrior 2 turns the back foot open. Remember we were just straightening the back leg in the warrior 1 or high lunge. Straighten the front, bend the back. Same idea. We switch. So a lateral lunge, knee over toes. The warrior gets low, ducks, gets back and low, Exhale, the warrior strikes. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Warrior two is the exhale. Inhale is like a skandasana, lateral lunge into the warrior two. Try it. Again, it's a little puzzle. All it is, yogis, is bending one knee, straightening one knee, and then switching, right? It's not that fancy or technical. It's pretty simple, guys. Okay? Now I want you to take the time to meet me in warrior two. I'm just moving through it. Straighten your front leg, guys. Okay? A nice posture you're comfortable with. Palms face open. Drop your right hip down, lengthen out and hinge. Triangle. Take your time. Notice long spine. Right hip under, turn the chest up. You feel good, you can stay here. But if you feel good, this is your opportunity for the half moon. Right hand down, left leg lifts. Remember, some days maybe you stay with triangle. Some days you want to go side angle here. You feel good, you could do a leg out to the side or a leg behind with the bind for your Chapasana, the bow. Last couple breaths here. This is basically the end of our flow. We will seal it in with a little inversion practice. Half moon is really such a wonderful exercise, yogis. So much happening. Listen, warrior two, land your left foot at the back of the mat if you were in moon. Bend the front knee, take the nice reverse if you'd like. Let's have some fun. A personalized minute. Hands at the front. You get the optional vinyasa. You get a rest if you need, a stretch. Or let's go, guys. Step your left foot closer. Keep your right leg lifted. You know what to do. Straighten your right leg. Point your right toes. Strong grip, yogis. Little hop. Soft landing. Little hop. Soft landing. You can always hop up on the wall. Have some fun time, personal time here. This is our last vinyasa, all right? So stay focused now. Nice little headstand there. Ooh, forearm stand. Everyone's working hard. Nice, Brian. Nice, Darlene. Nice, Kathy. Everyone I see working hard. You know, anywhere to add these handstand hops, right? It's always fun in the vinyasa. Nice, there it is. So you know what to do. You might need a quick rest, quick child pose, because you want to do the second side well, right? So you take a quick breathe. I'll give you a little extra time since everyone was going hard there. You're gonna get another round, so you know, take 30-40 seconds to kind of neutralize. Let's say cleanse your energetic palate. A couple deep breaths, kind of slowing down, being still, maybe down dog child pose. Stretchy yoga is going to feel good tomorrow morning, huh? Okay, so we're starting to think about this second side now, right? So you take your time and you get back to your down dog. In yoga, down dog is often called a rest. Now that takes some time to, train your body in a way where down dog you're resting. It's very, very difficult initially in yoga. But your body's excellent at getting better at things. Just got to give it time. Okay, so let's get back in our dog. Take a deep breath or two. So I'm going to verbally lead you now. Nothing to look at here. Okay, so here we go. Inhale, left leg will go high. Meet me there. It's three-legged dog. Open up the hip. Now, option to do some core work. Knee to elbows and plank, maybe Kundalini arm balances, or you're going to flip the dog. You could stay in the stretch too, right? If you're flipping that dog, your left leg's up, you spin on the right foot, left foot lands off your mat, kind of behind you. Now remember, using your back body to lift the hips kind of up higher. You're lengthening through the core. Okay, now I want you to take your time. We're all at a different pace here. We're going to inhale back through our three-legged dog. Remember, this first part is a pigeon, so left shin forward. Now, we're not laying down yet. Inhale, in pigeon, walk your hands back, your right foot back, press your left foot down, pull your belly in.
So active power pigeon. All right. Press your left shin and foot down, yogis. Treat it as a strengthener in that action. Nothing to look at. Stay in your body, all right? Listen, lower halfway down. Think chaturanga. Your back toes tuck, your back knee lifts, your elbows bend, your chest comes down. You're in low plank with your left shin under you. Okay, inhale, three-legged dog. Leg all the way back and up. We're putting pigeon into our flow. Take your time. So three-legged dog, left leg high. Let's continue. Exhale, knee to forehead. Step your left foot forward. High lunge. Rise up to your high lunge. Okay, take a breath there. So this is where it gets a little bit, this flow has some basics, some different things. High lunge, right? Front knee bent, back leg more straight. So what am I going to try today? Back knee bends, front leg straightens. Back leg straightens, back knee bends. Front leg bends, front leg straightens. So you're switching the antagonist relationship. As my front knee straightens, my back knee's gonna bend. Boom, boom, boom. Try it. Again, it can be sometimes like a little puzzle. It's kind of weird. You're not used to that, so you got to figure it out. We're gonna do the exact same thing in our Warrior 2 style. Last try. Meeting me in high lunge, no rush. I'm moving a tiny bit faster on this side because the exercises from the first side. Step your back foot in, balance, back heel lifts, both legs straighten. Look at the front toes, yogis. The front toes are lifted. This is that awkward balance today. We're not doing too much balance. We did the standing revolve Kriya. We're doing our half moon, doing our Warrior 3 in this, okay? So work that balance. Heel balance in the front. Only thing down is the front heel and the back toes down to the front. Let's go. Lunge. I'll move forward. Hands go in prayer. Reverse prayer today. If you got it. No worries if not. Warrior 3, chest down. Please take your time. Lift your back leg high. Option to stay in the Warrior 3, or I'm trying to add movements into all of our warrior positions. Okay? Knees bend, legs straight. So in Warrior 3, both legs are straight. So what's our Kriya? Knees bent. In the other warriors, one leg is straight, one leg is bent. Jiva squat, knee to calf, legs straight, chest lifts. Okay? Ooh, I'm sore. I'm feeling it. Okay, try it. Have some fun. I have showed more advanced. When you start to add more planes in your Jiva squat, when you start to do a one-legged lunge, tap the back knee, there is a lot more you could do there. But we're working pretty hard, yogis. All right. Please take your time. You're at your own pace. Inhale, high lunge, rise. Warrior 2, open up. Now, this one gets a little tricky, but you guys know these poses. My front toes are turned out, my back toes are turned in. They have to kind of switch as I do the Kriya. Inhale, lateral lunge, Skandasana. Exhale. So there is this rotational quality of the hips in this one. Okay? When I go into my Skanda, my lateral lunge, my foot isn't turned all the way out. It's just angling open a little. The knee does kind of go out over the toes. Warrior 2, lateral lunge. Warrior 2, lateral lunge. Try it, yogis. Again, we don't want that knees caving in, okay? Whenever that knee is bending, it's always kind of like out, angling out, okay? Last few moments. Now you made it through all the big kind of movements, Kriyas, and warriors. You get one more big pose. You get a stretch, strength option. Meet me here, triangle setup. You might step your back foot a little closer than it is in Warrior 2, excuse me, arms wide. Left hip drops, biggest lateral tilt, let's lengthen out, engage those legs, and slowly enter to your triangle. Just slow down for a moment now. Couple breaths here, please. Don't be shy to add. Arm around the back, hovering, reaching forward. You can stay here. You could do your side angle practice. That's with the knee bent. Or look down, walk that left hand forward. Let's lift that right leg high and take our half moon. I mentioned bringing your right leg out in front of you in the horizontal plane. I mentioned bringing your right leg, top leg behind you and binding in Chapasana, one of our biggest poses of class. This flow, maybe peak challenge. I don't really teach peak yoga pose style classes. We are always building towards more difficult, but I don't really set an intention for one particular posture, any class. I don't really train that way personally. Um, I progressively build. I have my most difficult couple exercise styles, and that's what we basically do. Okay, let's go. Warrior two. Inhale, maybe take one reverse in your warrior two. And let's have some fun, yogis. Okay, so got about 15 minutes left. Windmill your hands down, throw the left leg back. I want to give you a minute or two for handstand, a rest. What do you want? One last chaturanga or two, a handstand, forearm stand, headstand. One more round. Let's have some fun now. Okay, let's get on those hands. There it is. Everyone's working their poses. What big pose you working on? It can be anything really. You want to do a splits or a crow pose, lolasana, any arm balance. Ooh, nice little handstand push-ups up the wall. All right, get in that headstand. And remember, yogis, headstand's a big pose. You're new to it. Be easy, shorter holds, exiting skillfully. That exit and entrance to the form is a lot of times where the injuries are happening. It's not actually in the stacked form. It's when we're in that hyper range, kind of that mid zone where we fall. Just notice it and try to slow down where you're not good at control. The slow movements show control. So yogis, we're just going to do one more effort, right? And it's kind of, let's call it closing back bends. A lot of back bends today. What I'm going to do, looks like a lot of these are done. I see no one I can see is still inverting, but if you want to go one more round as I explain our closing active posterior body, take your time, right? So we're going to meet actually laying on the chest, yogis. And I want to close it up with like a bow locust style today, all right? So I'm going to meet you down here. You just did a really strong arm balance. Couple years there. So always doing stuff like this, kind of loosening up for a moment. Just like you might shake it out after you do a heavy weight lift or something, right? You take a couple breaths, shake it out, maybe you sit down, but you don't want to rest too long now. Okay. So we got a few options here, guys. We're gonna do 3 rounds. First round is just a nice locust. I really want to try to bring this into class more. Either this, up table, and bridge, at least every class, right? So the locust is pretty basic. I'm going to lift the chest, legs, and the arms. We do this one a lot in the core classes. Try to pull the belly in, straighten the legs, lift the chest. Actually pull the head up for the postural correction. If you're ready, first round, we could go to bow, bending the heels to the butt, grabbing the outer edges of the feet. The kick does drive the pose. I squeeze my pelvic floor, pull my belly in, also lift my chest actively with my back. Big inhale. Please take your time. You're going to lower down here. Left ear on the mat. Take a quick breather. Big toes touch, heels fall apart. We want the internal rotation now, please. Arms down by side, palms face up. A breath or two. Remember, very smart often to take locust again. Beginners, people with sore back, stay with the locust maybe.
All right. Or second round, chin forward, maybe taking the bow now. Remember, I grab at the outer edge of my feet first. Yogis, if you want to do this, you have to listen closely. Palms turn down and out. So the crease of my elbow is facing out. I grab the inside edge. The crease of my elbow is outward. Okay? I start to kick here in an external rotated shoulder. Bow. If I like fun, I can do a half locust, half bow, second round. My left leg, left arm release, lengthen. I am in a half locust, half bow. I reach my left hand back, I grab the ankle of the foot, second side. Simple bow is totally fine, but if you're feeling good, I want to give you an option to push the practice a little bit. Okay, big inhale, listen, lower down. Your right ear on the mat, arms down by side, palms face up, big toes touch, heels fall apart. Take a breath or two. You have one more active moment, and the rest is relaxing, stretching. Our last option in the third round of locust slash bow, downward facing back bends. Again, I'm choosing active forms, yogis. All right, doesn't mean you need to, but active today. You're gonna do stretchy all tomorrow, okay? So bow, if you wanna try this, yogis, we get up into our bow, outside hand grip. I roll to the side bow. Go slow with this one. Now, the goal is control, right? All angles, all positions, all movements. Remember, locust is a little bit easier. Side locust, slowly feeling the back work through the side back. I'm doing locust rolling to the sides. Okay, so not a linear, static, symmetrical back bend. You know, we're really getting into more of a complex stabilization core training at that point. That's for a good day, yogis. All right, you're gonna slowly release, take a quick breather. And I want to do, you know, we've done hamstrings or stretched enough, yogis. Inner thighs, definitely outer hips are done. So, you know, I'm going to keep you on the chest. And I want to do that iron cross stretch here. So you're here, yogis, you're on the chest. Right arm reaches out, push through your left hand, open up to the left. Right ear on the mat. Turn your chest open. Remember, this is really important, yogis. Our arms are kind of always in front of us here. We're releasing that pec major in the front of the shoulder, very tight on a lot of yogis from all the chaturangas and planks. Okay? So I'm just laying on my chest, opening to the left with my right arm reaching out to the right. You're shifting into the unwinding stretch part of class. Left arm reaches out, go slow. Big inhale, press back to child pose. So a little bit different stretch for you guys. You did a lot of plow warm up for the rabbit position. We've done a lot. Let's get the back of the spine. It's called forehead to knee in yoga. We do it in many forms. You can do caterpillar if you can't do this, or toe squat round, right? Those are easier. Cat pose is easiest. I grip the heels. Watch what I do. My knees are together. My feet stay down. I grip those heels from the outside. I bring the forehead to the knees. I attempt to. I bring the crown of my head down. My feet stay down. My arms straight, and I have a strong grip on those heels. I'm trying to bring the forehead closer to the knee. I lift the butt up. Pull. Press the feet down. Breathe. rabbit pose. It's basically peak spinal flexion. It's like bigger than cat, plow. It's really a big rounding of the spine to stretch the back of the spine. Okay, please take your time, slowly sit up. Instead of just touching our toes, yogis, or laying on our back, bringing our knees into the chest, we're doing this instead. Okay, similar category. Okay, we just did front body stretches, bow. We just did the twist. We're doing a rabbit. One more round, please. Heels, grip. Grip those heels.
Forehead toward knees, crown down. Grip strong. The feet do not lift. My heels are actually trying to roll together. Forehead close to the knees. I'm on the crown. I'm pulling, pressing the feet down, spreading the upper back. Big breath.
Remember, it's important. You can't just pick the stretches you like. I don't care how much you exercise. It's mental. Your level is mental. Amateurs pick what's easy always. Experts pick what's difficult on some days, right? The amateur, we say, what do you like in exercise? Slowly release. Let's swing our legs around and lay on our back, please. So that was an upper body stretch, a spinal core, 2 of them. I want to do that quick hip stretch in the medium. Meet me on the back, yogis. Okay, take a moment here. Place your feet wide. Let your knees knock to the left. Put your left foot on your right knee. Targets my right hip turning in. Deep breath, please.
Say you're working with somebody personally, one-on-one. For a beginner, someone who's never exercised, you have to take this approach. You have to take the path of least resistance. You say, what do you like? Because they're going to be more likely to do that. The amateur is not going to do what they don't like. What's the sport? What's the exercise style you like the most? Because that's going to be most likely what they're going to do the most. Path of least resistance for the amateur. For the expert, exerciser, path of most resistance. That will build strength the most. You take a bicep curl, the beginner is trying to make it easier. The beginner gets in there and just wants to get it done. They want to get through the reps, so they've done their 10 reps, they feel good. The expert is trying to actually put the most tension on the muscle, the path of most resistance. So just some food for thought, yogis. Your choices determine your level, not your abilities, really. Your approach mentally, your courage in the face of difficulty in exercise determines your level. That's different for everyone, right? What's difficult for me, my path of most resistance can be different for someone that's older, right? That doesn't work out as much. So just some food for thought, okay? Make sure you switch sides if you haven't. Amateur takes the path of least resistance, what they like. The expert is working on the path of more resistance, doing things they don't like. It's just like food, yogis. That, some of those foods taste good on the palate, but not very good for us, Some of that stuff that tastes a little more bitter on the palate can be really good for our mind and body. Okay, so let's keep going, guys. If you're done, I was hoping to maybe get we're gonna do the strap stretching tomorrow. So you'll get a really big, heavy dose of hip release and all the planes. We'll do the whole smorgasbord of our strap stretching tomorrow. We're gonna do some nice little areas too, a little bit focused on the neck tomorrow, the wrists. We'll get a good, well-rounded release tomorrow as well, all right? I wanna set you up in Shavasana, so close up your physical practice. You know our goal here, peak parasympathetic. So we're practicing sending our body, mind, chemical energy into its healing, regenerative, more not stress state. Exercise is applying stress. You gotta remember that, yogis. That's what I mean by choosing more difficulty. Define technically, exercise is stress. And if you're trying to do exercise and never apply stress, you're not doing it all. Stress is the adapter, right? It's healthy stress. But we want to calm down here in the end, our most mindful, grounded state. So you know what to do. You get comfortable. You shake it out. You take a deep breath or two. You put a towel over your eyes, a pillow under your knees. And I want you to commit to this. You know a longer plank hold makes you stronger than a shorter plank hold. Plank are for strength. A longer hold here is better for stress management. Whoever doesn't hold this regularly needs it the most, just like who doesn't strengthen needs strengthening the most. Really nice job today, yogis. I got to leave you here so I can get to my in-person class. Please hold this. I'll see you tomorrow morning, 7:45 a.m. for a really nice recovery style of yoga. Have a great weekend, yogis. Namaste.